What is up, Grandliners? It's been a minute. We are going to check out the One Piece trading card game market right now. What's going on? I'm your boy, Georgie, and I have been investing in stocks since 2015, hoping and aiming to build a work optional lifestyle by the year 2030. I have been investing every single month consistently, and I love markets, all sorts of markets. So when I'm looking at the One Piece market, it is such an amazing case study that all the economic professors, et cetera, financially literate people, they're not going to be looking at this, but we're different, right? We're very different. So if you want to be part of this different community, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to drop a like. And in kind of sadder news, people who have already been subscribed to the channel, keeping up with what Sienna and I have been putting out. Sienna is my partner, my girlfriend, and she's been posting on this channel as well. But right now, we're actually taking some time to process, to grieve, because we have a loss. So I kind of cope by creating, and she copes by really, staying with herself and thinking about it. And One Piece is all about understanding so many diverse ways of experiencing the full range of human emotion. So I cannot wait for her to be back, but it might be a little while before you see Sienna again, but she's with us with spirit. And with that, let's check out what is going on with the stock market. Wait, the stock market? The One Piece market. Let's go ahead. Lots of wild stuff happening with stocks. If you guys are interested in stocks, I do have a Instagram channel where you guys can actually check it out. I post all things finance there. It has like 30,000 subscribers. I don't know how that happened, but we have 30,000 subscribers on my Instagram, which goes by financialism. As soon as you follow me, you'll probably be spammed by a whole lot of fake accounts, so be very careful. Let's check this out. One Piece trading card game, sorting by relevance. Heck no, we're gonna sort by what matters, baby. High to low. Let's see what's going. Oh, this isn't One Piece no more. This is not One Piece no more. Let's try this one more time. Here we go. Hi, I'm just kidding. We're gonna keep trying this. 2.5K for a case. What? Are people buying this? I mean, not the full 2.5K, but if you think about it, these people have to pay taxes. If you live in California or something, you're paying 2.5K per case. Oh, someone just bought 3. Guys, I don't know what the prices for the single cards yet are, but if you do want one piece product, and you're looking to get the cleanest type of unfringed type of product, it is the case. Because the case is, with the case, it's not sorted for manga shanks, et cetera, right? It's very hard to do that unless you open up a whole bunch of cases, I guess, or from your delivery of cases, and you happen to open all those packs. It's just unrealistic to search for the manga shanks and give you a bad case, right? Not that there is such a thing as a bad case. All these cards are amazing, but I don't think this is the time to be hoarding onto cases. This is the time to be. Are you kidding me? These pre-sales are not right. 2K. Folks, please do not be these people. Now, I know right now it seems like every time someone on YouTube says do not buy, they just keep going higher. I do think with something as infinite as the One Piece trading card game, right? It's not like Bitcoin. It's not like gold. There's going to be more printed. We all know this. Now, there's one exception, right? When it comes to the first edition version of these cards, and yes, there is a wave that is not the first edition, because if you compare cards like the 8-cost kid to the 8-cost kid with the errata imprinted on it, one is the original and one is not. Same thing with the Nami card, which makes cards like the $245. The $245 Nami card right now. There is one that says you add a character type, just like this one, and the non-character type. If you are paying $240, you better be getting the one that says character card on it with the misprint. Because if you're getting the newer version, if this game survives, say, for 20 years, which I don't know if it will, right? I'm not a fortune teller, but if it does, this is the card that will have a premium. And we know this is true. If you guys follow the Pokemon market, there's the whole no rarity collection of Pokemon, the very first print run of trading cards for Pokemon, the game, the no rarity Charizard in a PSA 10 version goes for $380,000 at the time of me recording this video. You can't compare the no rarity cards to almost any other version. So yeah, when it comes to One Piece, this is our no rarity, except we're all seeing this happen. In Pokemon, it took about, I don't know, a decade and a half for people to realize that certain cards were printed without the rarity symbol. These are actually selling. I'm not surprised, but I am at the same time. Part of me is surprised, part of me is like, yeah, same old, same old. Let's take a further look. Manga Shanks has finally went up to its original price when it kind of got released, and then we see that kind of U-shaped, V-shaped recovery. I remember during the pandemic, Donald Trump always talked about we're going to have a V-shaped recovery, and kind of when it comes to the stock market, we did see some of that happen where it just bounced right back after dropping steeply. I don't care what your feelings are about Donald Trump or anything like that. I'm just saying that we had a V-shaped recovery. Some people get very triggered when you bring up people's names, and I watched Harry Potter, and I know that those who said Voldemort's name were able to face Voldemort. Wow, there is a short V happening here. This is interesting. Very interesting here, guys. 900, almost 1,000, going all the 30% crash. I mean, in the stock market, the pandemic was a 30% crash. So obviously, we're experiencing that basically on the day-to-day, which goes to show that this market is easily manipulated. So be careful. By easily manipulated, I mean the supply is very, very low. People can just simply stop. What the fudge is this? What is happening with these decks? Okay, these are the true collector item decks. I get it. Shout out to Discord. But $650? $800? Oh, some gnarly stuff is happening here. Very gnarly stuff. I just want to make sure that I'm actually recording this video, and I am. So apologies for that. I'm gonna go back. Oh, One Piece Sim. Oh, you guys can't even see my screen. Let me pause it for a second. Let's take a deep breath and continue looking at these prices, because this is just something that blows my mind. You do not see this with the stock market. You don't see that. I guess you do see this with NFTs. I presume this happens with NFTs. I don't know why I said I presume, because I know for a fact. I watch NFT markets all day. I'm very fascinated by that. Can't wait for what? A box? $253 for a box? What is going on? This is not right. Okay, well, these are the Japanese boxes, right? I don't know what they're doing there, but this is not right. $253. I am so grateful for my plug, for my connect in the One Piece world, for hooking me up with a case. Sienna and I got a case early on, and he said, "Hey, man, I just want you to play the game, and I'm not as lucky as everyone, but please be investing." Be investing in connections, in relationships with your local card store. Support them, because they will support you as well. We're seeing Zorro at 250. This does make sense. Zorro is a beast, is a boss, but at the same time, it does not make sense. It does not make sense, because there's no reason that it should be $250 besides supply being cut right now, besides people hoarding these cards, besides people slowly dumping these out. Wow. That's just, I guess, a box worth now. I remember when boxes were about $120, Zorro was about $50, so about a third of a price of a box. I want you to kind of think relatively with these cards to boxes. So if you are pulling a Zorro right now, you are basically getting all of your money back from the box. And the odds of pulling a Zorro, well, you only get 4 liters per case. Do you really want to play like that? I mean, sure, if you get the two boxes with Hey Nami and a Zorro, I mean, they could be in the same box even. You double your money. And that's what people are excited by. But most people are not what? Wait, what? Oh, super pre-release. Most people are not going to double their money like that. Let's go. I have to stop talking. My mouth went dry. Oh my gosh. I'm scrolling through really slow. Are you serious? I need to call Sienna. Oh my gosh. I need to call Sienna. We can retire early. What? It's because Law won that case tournament. Guys, Law, once you play the Law deck, you will see just how difficult of a deck it is to pilot. This deck is extraordinarily difficult to pilot. And this card has an official errata, which means that there is an OG version of this card. Please, if you are trading for this and you are valuing it at 190 and you are using cash, make sure to get the original version. Now, I don't think it matters that much, right? But come on, if you're spending over $100 for a trading card, it's a spice card, right? It's a flex card. You don't need this to play. If you have this card, please make sure that, or you're trying to get the original version. The original version is more likely to sustain most of its value, or not most of its value, but more value than the double print. Zorro parallel at 185. I would guess that this Zorro, I mean, at best, you might get like 3 of these in a case. In a case. With this Zorro leader, you might get 1 in a case. So let's just consider that for a little bit, right? But you do need 4 of these if you're going to super flex with your deck. And we know that you're going to super flex with your deck. Who am I kidding? Let's scroll a little lower. Guys, Yamato, a parallel, that makes sense, relatively speaking, to what else is happening. The Boa Hancock at 95, it has not gone up. That's very interesting. I like looking at cards that haven't spiked up. This is pretty much what it was when it came out, from what I remember. Okay, it looks like my memory is wrong. Well, hold on. This is when it really came out, right here, $85. This is week 1 of One Piece trading card game, right over here. Actually, we see a spike. I lied. We see a spike. It came out December 2nd. So it was in the 60s, spiked to the 80s, went as high as 110 and went down to 90. I think the blue deck does play this. So is this a good time to pick stuff up? I wouldn't say so, but if you do pick stuff up, Boa Hancock, relatively speaking to the rest of the market, is fair. You can take a look at like Disney stock with this, right? So Disney stock has underperformed the total stock market for the last 7 years. You're basically in the same spot where you were 7 years ago with Disney stock. And is it that Disney stock went too high up or dropped too low? Or is it that the market as a whole went so high up and Disney's actually at a fair value? So that's something to consider. Is the One Piece market high up as a whole? Or is Boa Hancock just a $95 card? I'm kind of on the latter where, look, if the market does drop, Boa Hancock is probably a little bit less likely to suffer. But I've been surprised before. We're also seeing that there is 29 listings for this card compared to the 12, 7, 10 listings for these other cards. And again, this law is a lot like this Zorro, except more decks. Oh, no. The same amount of decks play this law as the Zorro. However, the Zorro is not required of, it's not a 4 of in the law deck. However, I do think that a lot of people are going to be playing 4 Zorros, considering the deck list that we just saw. $68 Crocodile. Okay, it's at least holding. Luffy, $100. Wow. Again, definitely click these, see if there's been erratas. If there are, then this might be your card. This might be your card. We're looking at, again, 60s, 70s, and just this huge spike to 100. Will we see more 100 sales? The market sure is demanding them. We'll see what will happen. I do presume that in February, there could be another jump right before the cup events. However, right after the cup events, we're going to have a lot of disappointed One Piece players. Disappointed because they'll realize that this game's actually hard to play, that there's a lot of people striving to become king, and they will not want to play anymore, and they're going to try dumping their cards. And where will they dump them? Probably right over here on TCG Player. So be considerate of that fact. The winner cards kind of holding their own. We got Eustace Captain Kid skyrocketed. Wow. Makes sense. I mean, some people even play 4 of this. So could it be low? I mean, relatively to its own price, right? We need to see this in terms of percentage increase. So when it came out, I don't buy the November prices. I look around here, it was around $30. So it's gone up about 100%, close to 100%. I know it says 77, but realistically, it did sell for 58. So once we see a few sales of 77, then we might value it at 77. But last sale is what you should go by, and it should be the average of the last few sales, excluding outliers. Again, it's very tough to value these cards fairly, considering how little time has passed since they're released. I think we can all agree that these cards are overvalued. Sanji? Sanji's at 60? Oh my gosh. I gotta take mine off eBay. Oh my gosh. Guys, again, what are we seeing here? These alt arts flying through the roof. And this is an example of you don't buy what you need, you buy what you want. This is why most people around the world in developed countries are broke. Kaido at $91. Unreal. Unreal. Why? What is the sauce here? Is it really 91? It's really 91. Someone actually bought it. Again, these can be manipulated. So be very careful buying these prices. I would say this is a $40 card. I think there's a lot. The One Piece Illuminati has been at work. Now, I tried to join the One Piece Illuminati. I was rejected. Kaido, $55. Is it really $55? Yes. This one actually is. And this does make sense. More sense than some of these other cards. This is a boss monster. Some people play 3 of this. Some people play 4 of this. It is in every Kaido deck. Kaido is about 1/4 of the top of any tournament scene. So it makes sense. Mihawk at 42. Sure. King at 50. Guys, I'm speechless. King and Shanks is still at 35. If anything should have skyrocketed, it's Shanks. Low pop, very low pop. How can I tell it's a low pop? It is harder to pull than any of these other cards. I don't think anyone gets more than one of these Shanks in a case. Correct me if I'm wrong. If anyone got more than one of these Shanks in a case, please let me know. I'm very curious about that. But I think that this case is just this Shanks is a little bit more likely to be pulled than the manga rare Shanks or the Yamato. And Yamato's going for 120. This is like the Boa Hancock. So if you're buying anything right now, I'll be buying this. Let's see what else is going on. Yamato 35. Okay. King at 30. Why? How much is Zorro? Zorro 29. Zorro is a staple. A respectable 29. I respect it. It's fair. I like it. I like it a lot. What else do we have here? These packs. Jack at 29. That's hilarious. Right after the One Piece Illuminati posted a video about Jack being used, overnight skyrocketed. Do not react to these YouTube videos. Don't even react to this one. Ulti still low. Can someone please pump up Ulti? I got an Ulti sitting. Queen at 17. I think it's a matter of time, right? Like a lot of these cards that are sleepers, at least this is what I saw in other trading cards games. As soon as someone tops with it, like years later, maybe this will be a cool purple finisher, something like that. It has potential. So these are cool cards to maybe trade for on the side. Like if you see it and you're like, okay, you're 15 short, would you throw in a Queen Rush? Awesome. And you'll build like a collection of them. And who knows? It's your, maybe one day it'll double or triple. Perona at 15, respectable. I think this is a $20 card. Kinemon, a little bit low, but I haven't studied the OP2 market as much and what's going on with Japan. And I do know that the green deck outside of Kid is being used. So very interesting stuff, guys. Let's see what else, if there's anything else worth mentioning. Of course, the super pre-release cards, the Luffy deck skyrocketed like gnarly. These packs, don't buy those packs. Eustace is pretty low. This Eustace at $9 compared to the rest of the market. Again, it's one of those cards that's like, should this be higher? Overall, my thoughts on the market is it's overvalued. It is very overvalued. And I've been saying this since these cards were half this price. And at that point, the consensus was these cards are overvalued. However, we have to respect the market because regardless of our feelings, our actions are different than our feelings, right? If you were buying any of these cards, regardless of what you believe in the market, you're accepting the current market conditions. And some would argue a fair price is whatever the market says it is. So think about that. Guys, I love you all. Thank you for coming in and letting me vent and do my thing with One Piece cards. I love you all, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Hopefully, this video will push us over 100 subs, baby. Peace out. You're amazing. Seriously, especially you right there. You're